Yes, we have put rosary beads out.
What's your name? We're at the Redruth Gaol, if you want to call it that.
We're pretty keen because we don't know a lot about this jail.
Yep.
We know a few things, but we are going to just see what we can find, if we are going to find anything at all. A young girl that could have drowned. There was also matron Miss Bub, which is quite a unique surname, Bub. Mm-hmm. She could have been Miss Bubba or something. I don't know, that's sounding a little bit creepy already. It said that you could possibly, for the investigators that have been out here, and there hasn't been many, that you can actually hear her footsteps. And also possibly Mr. Perry. And Mr. Perry was actually the jail warden here for over 25 years, I believe.
And the actual place here used to get referred to as Perry's Hotel.
Yeah. That sounds pretty cool. I guess we're going to Perry's Hotel tonight.
Well, I wouldn't like to have stayed here at Perry's Hotel.
No. It was the second jail built.
Outside of Adelaide, main area. It was because there was a copper mining boom here. At one stage there was 5,000 people in the town. And then when it collapsed in 1877, I think it was, the population did fall to about 500.
We are going to further our investigations tomorrow night, and we are going somewhere so cool. I know you're going to ask.
I've already been there and it freaked the bejeebers out of me.
And that was during the day.
Yeah.
Like, we literally stopped in just to have a quick peekaboo.
Yeah.
And we're going to the Unicorn Brewery.
Yeah.
Don't ask. We've tried to find out. No, there's no unicorns there. And why is it called the Unicorn Brewery? All we can come up with at this stage, but we will try and see if we can find out before we do tomorrow's investigation.
Yes. There was there's been a couple of distilleries in the UK that was called Unicorn, and there was a lot of Cornish, Welsh, German miners come out here, and we think the brewery was funded by brokers, and I think it was named Unicorn from basically back in England.
Yeah, what a quirky name. All right, well, I am so keen to get into this investigation. Okay. You're going to run everybody through what gear we're going to use tonight.
I always carry a knife. You never ever know when you're going to need a knife. This is a SOG 4 Trident. It has served me well in Iraq and Afghanistan, and I still have it today. I carry multiple torches. I have the Nebo, which goes from thin beam to extended beam. I have an O light that Mrs. B got me. I have a purple light which will show up stains and other anomalies that are in the area. I have a voice recorder so that we can actually play that or record and then play it back later, see if we get any sounds we didn't pick up. Cat balls, these are motion sensor. When they get moved, they basically flash as well, turn them on and off. K2 meter, thank you Craig and Nikki for donating that to us. I have another one which is a little bit more fancier, does exactly the same thing as well. We were gifted this by Brynite. It's a E18 series. It is an amazing torch. I am going to do a bit more of a review. I have used it a couple of times and I haven't charged it since, so that it does hold a lot of power. It has 4 different light settings. The only negative thing I can say, which isn't really that negative, if you're using it on high beam for quite a while, it does get a bit hot. I actually accidentally turned it on, left it in my pocket and nearly burnt my bottom. But that one, and lucky last, a full color night vision goggles. So we've used this a couple of times. Yeah, it's a pretty good system. I do want to get a thermal imaging in the future, and that's probably the only thing that we would possibly extend in our bag of tools.
We got lollipops. Yep. We got lollipops tonight as well, but if one of these goes missing, I know who's got it. These are going to be like a little trigger object, because we know that there was a lot of young girls here, and I reckon that they would like a chopper chop. Filming at night is quite hard, especially on a GoPro. GoPros are the worst thing in the world to use for videoing at night. So we are going to do our very best. We've got a couple of different ways that we are going to be filming tonight. So we do apologise in advance if it's not spicky spacky. That's why, but we are going to do our best. So that's that. I think we're ready.
We are. So these doors would have been the main entry point for both the prisoners and the girls entering the reformatory. There are rumours that these doors will rattle and shake even when there is no wind around. So quite thick doors. I reckon it would have been really daunting as a young girl or even a prisoner coming through these doors and knowing or not knowing what was going to happen on the inside to you. Apart from also being a jail, it was also a permanent residency for a family for 3 years from, I think it was 1857 to 1861. And then there was another family that came in after 1922. Is Janet the name of the little girl who drowned here? Enemy. I wouldn't have liked to have been here. This is a very cold place and I'm sure during winter it would have been freezing here. Can you tell me about the little girl who drowned here? Or Miss Bub? Or Mr. Perry? Can you tell me anything about them? What was that just flying across there?
Message. Why are you asking?
I'm just wondering what those orbs are that are flying around the room.
I don't leave. dark.
In the dark? Mr. Perry here? Hello, is there someone over there, the lollipop? You can take that lollipop if you like.
I actually just felt my whole body just like get goosebumps.
Just pick it up. You're quite welcome to have it. If you make that ball glow again, that would be great. Do you know the name Janet? Someone outside told me the name Janet. Wondering, do you know the name Janet? Can you tell me who Janet is?
We've just moved from the main area and we've now just entered into the girls in... Oh, torture. We've come back into the girls area. We've placed lollipops, some cat balls. We've got the K2 ghost tube. We did have a little bit of activity.
You're back. Yes, we are back.
Thank you for having us back.
We came earlier today and we told you that we were going to...
Unquestionably.
Thank you. We did mention that we're going to come back tonight. Slow.
We're not in a hurry. We're happy to sit. If you'd like to talk to us or share anything with us. We've bought some lollipops.
Indeed.
If you'd like to play a game with the cat balls, they light up pretty colours.
Mrs. B will play a game with you. She loves playing games.
Yeah, we can play silly games with bright coloured balls.
There's nothing here in this room, including us, that will hurt you. Like I said in the other room, we're not here to harm you. We're not here to be disrespectful. We're just here to hear your story, learn a little bit of history about this place.
Did Miss Bub used to come in here giving you orders? Or Miss Bub, are you around? I've heard that you walk these floorboards. I don't think I'd want to mess with Miss Bub.
I think you would have been a hard leader, or a hard person. Hard on the girls.
What is this?
Pull them into line. I read the story on the wall about the 3 girls who got up on the roof and they were being naughty and they were flashing their bloomers at everyone that was passing by and being indecent.
I bet they got in trouble for that.
In 1916, one escaped 7 days before her release because she was afraid she would be sent to Gladstone. She was returned from Mount Bride after a kind farmer gave her some dry clothes. Is this Miss Bub in the picture here? Is this Miss
I'm
Bub?
confused.
The picture on the wall here, the lady in the dark, is that Miss Bub? I know these posters probably weren't on the wall when you were here, but they provide a little bit of information about what happened here.
You dwell somewhere I know. Spring's coming, it starts to show. You left something so strong. Keep searching, I'm on my way.
Last night, did Redruth Gaol, reformatory and private residence. We sat out in the courtyard and for maybe about 45 minutes near the well. We got no real activity there. We then went into the main sort of area off the kitchen and one of the rooms. It's quite a big open area. It's probably more like a lounge room sort of setting. And we set up cat balls, some EMF readers and some lollipops. Strangely, the lollipop over near the kitchen area, which has got a big grille door on it, that seemed to be going off constantly.
We did check as well because
Yeah.
being floorboards, we wanted to obviously try to make things move and activate things. So then we were sure that was it something or was it just us?
The EMF reader,
And it's never done that before.
yeah, that was about a metre away from me. I did have the ultraviolet light on and I thought that was causing an interference with the meter. So I turned that off and reset it, and then it started to go back into the orange, so it's basically like K2 but just a different one.
Yeah.
That started going orange for probably maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
That was quite interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We then left there and we went back into the reformatory area. We didn't get anything in that area at all.
We did a call out for Miss Bub.
Yep, Miss Bub.
We told her that the girls had been naughty and stuff like that. But yeah, again, we also called out for Mr. Perry.
Mr. Perry, yep.
Yeah.
And we didn't really get anything at all.
I actually wanted to go into the cell, the last cell on the outside, which I'm going to say is probably the men's area.
Yeah, it
The
was,
men's
yeah.
area. That one was open, but it was getting quite late. So yeah, we left after that, didn't we?
Yeah, the reformatory area, Amanda went to go into the out courtyard. I couldn't stay in that room by myself. It was just, that was the only thing I got from there. It was just this like chilling, it was a fear of fear.
So you might be wondering where we are. We're actually at Morphett's engine house.
Yes.
I reckon it's going to be good. Because it's said to be that I think there was a gentleman that died here.
One of the miners, he did.
Yeah, do you know the facts on that?
So he was basically helping support a massive beam that was going to go down into the shaft. The beam slipped and basically took him and the beam down into the bottom of the mine shaft, killed him instantaneously. And there are some rumours that there are some children here because there were over 1,000 children that worked in the mines because they could get into the tiny little areas.
There is word that you do hear children's voices here.
And running footsteps.
Footsteps.
Yes.
Large thudding footsteps, which would obviously be probably more men.
Yep.
We've got our equipment again. We're going to
Okay.
pretty much lay out what we did in the jail
Yes.
and go from there. You got to get ready?
Yep.
we're gonna go on in and yeah, pop some things around, see what else, you know, we can, information we can give you. Just, I guess, sit for a little bit.
And not try to scare myself too much.
Yeah, and then from here, we, as mentioned, we haven't forgotten it. It's just that we've decided to pop this one in between. We are heading to the Unicorn Brewery. Pretty pumped for this. So we will be going into the underground brewery. Yeah.
That's another one that gives me the heebie-jeebies in a certain spot.
I think I'm actually feeling a little bit anxious about that one tonight. I mean, I know that I have conquered a couple of my fears, even going into the morgue refrigerator and being on the autopsy table in Ararat, but these tunnels are actually giving me the heebie-jeebies too. All right, we better stop banging on and head inside the engine house.
Yep.
So if you're keen, let's go.
I was just a little kid and it just was like, haha. I'm getting chills already.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was like, haha. Like, you know, when kids, like, you do something?
Yeah, like a cheeky laugh.
Yeah, it was like, haha. Oh, I'm getting chills already.
Interesting. Well, I've got the key. Let's go in. This is actually a replica of the actual Cornish engine. So we're just going to press the button and we'll give you a demonstration. This is how it would have operated back in the day. There are 3 levels in this building, known as the bottom, the middle and the top chambers. Displays in these chambers interpret the Cornish beam engine. We're just waiting for the light to fade into the evening. I've got to say I actually love this time of the night. It's around about 9:15. It is daylight savings. For our international viewers, we have daylight savings for certain months of the year in certain states. We're currently in South Australia and they have daylight savings. We have noticed there's a few pigeons up on the roof, so we are going to be aware that they're joining us tonight. It's absolutely stunning view from here, absolutely beautiful. And you can see right down below us is the Morphett shaft. We're currently just popping out some equipment.
Rosary beads.
Yes, we have put rosary beads out. They're hanging over near the stairs. Did you see them?
Would you like to take them? You can have them if you like.
Can you hear?
Yes, I can.
We can hear you if you'd like to share your story with us, or if there's something you'd like to tell us about why you want the rosary beads.
All you do is come up the stairs. How do you know about my leg? Can you feel the metal?
So we just had from Ghost Tube come up saying your leg. So Dave does have multiple bits of metal in his knee from his knee replacement. So I'm not quite sure what that's about. Oh, I heard the story about it was the doctor. Was that here? And it amputated the fella's leg?
Maybe.
Not. I heard that's...
Tell me about the leg, my leg.
Back off.
Okay. Who am I talking to? You seem quite aggressive at the moment. Have I upset you? It's just a night vision camera. What it does is just enhances light and creates a picture from it. It's not a thermal, so it won't pick up any heat signatures. It is infrared though, so it will pick up in the dark, but it's not a thermal. It does still and video recording as well. It's full colour, and it's also 4K. So,
Camera.
Did that just say camera? Yes, we've got the night vision camera.
so if you can see through that, basically enhances whatever light it can. And it's infrared, so it's pumping out an infrared signature and using that light as well.
Dave's got the night vision camera out.
Oh no.
Would you like to come up the stairs then, please?
Sick.
He's sick.
What'd you say?
Message.
Okay. Would you like to share a message with us? You've not been well. Is that why you need the rosary beads?
If you come up the stairs, you can have the lollipop and the rosary beads. We won't come over there near you at all, we'll just sit in this corner. And you can quite happily take the rosary beads. And a lollipop if you like.
I'm here.
That's quite aggressive. Where do you want me to come to?
I'm eternal.
Okay. You will be eternal. That's why we don't want your story to be lost. I think you're near the stairs. I think you're on the landing down here.
Sometimes.
Even though it's dark, I can see you.
Killed.
So I placed some rosary beads here because this community was very religious back in the day. I think there was 3 or 4 churches here, so I just thought this may have been a trigger. And we've had the word rosary beads said to us twice. So I don't know whether that's a coincidence or what it is. So that's from down there.
Yep. We're just going to make our way down to the second level because we've actually heard pretty much the whole time since we've been on level 3 noises from downstairs. We've moved down to the second level. We've set up the rosary beads at the top of the stairs. We've placed a lollipop, some motion balls, and we've got the reader.
I know it's a bit brighter in here.
Turn it on.
EMF reader where Dave is at the moment, it was on and it was like it got pushed and it stopped. We both heard it.
He won't leave.
He won't leave.
Behind you. No, but I've seen something on the stairs. It was like a shadow. So you see that dark bit on the beam where the metal is?
Yeah.
You probably go a metre to the left, and it looked like there was a head there, like a shadow. Could just be the brickwork,
But that device definitely.
yeah, something pushed it because there was a sound of it being like when someone puts pressure on it.
We're on the middle floor. It definitely wasn't a pigeon. It was definitely, we both looked at it at the same time. If you pushed the device or stopped the device,
That's okay.
yeah, that's fine. We'd like you to come back if you sort of weren't sure or anything, but thank you for doing that.
Sometimes when you push those things, touch them, you can steal the energy. Maybe that's what you did, you touched it and you stole the energy and it turned itself off.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't in the cycle to turn off. Did you hear that? That was a similar noise to when the device just turned off.
Yeah, it's like wood, like
Yeah,
creeping.
yeah.
Someone creeping.
There you go again. It's just coming from the area where the torch is.
Correct.
Oh my goodness, I just got like full on pins and needles and goosebumps on my legs.
If you're over near the stairs, can you let one of those balls, flashy balls, can you touch one of them and let them go off?
It's what I want.
Okay.
It was a definite creaking sound from over near the device. It's about 4 times now.
Yeah. Is there someone over near the device? You're quite welcome to touch it. It won't harm you. As I've said before, if anything, it will give you some energy. And maybe you need that energy to be able to communicate with us, manifest and show us you're here, make a sound. We're going to go now. Thank you for chatting to us, but you are not welcome to leave here and come with us. I just want to make that perfectly clear. You are not welcome to leave here and come with us. You must stay here. Good night and thank you. So we're packing up our gear. As soon as I touched the rosary beads, the ghost tube come back and said Christian.
Why is he here?
Coincident or not? Unsure.
We actually heard the same creaking. The device shut off and was moved just slightly. I don't know, there was no wind, but I don't know. Definitely a couple of words that came through as well that I guess could be related to the mine. Yeah, again, was it relevant, was it not? The rosary beads were definitely probably the most, I don't know, call it creepy, but it was pretty creepy. And then like, as Dave said, right at the end when he went to remove the rosary beads, it said Christian on the ghost tube. Not sure. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't know. We are moving on. It is getting late. It is around about 11:30 and we are now heading down to the Unicorn Brewery. No, definitely no beer down there. I think I probably need one, but definitely no beer. So if you're still up watching, come with us to the Unicorn Brewery. It's going to be good. We are going underground.
So we just left the Morphett engine room. We've come down to the Unicorn Brewery. I'm being quiet because we're...
Well, it's nearly midnight.
Yeah. So it's only a quick 5-minute drive down. We're just going to go in, have a look around, and see if we can find anything.
Yeah, we'll give you a little bit of history on the brewery as well once we get inside, and then we don't have to whisper so much because you know what? Everyone's in bed except for us. All right. I've been waiting for this one all day. You're a little bit anxious, aren't you?
Well, this one gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Really bad.
All right, let's go to the brewery.
Unicorn Brewery was built in 1873. By 1875 was the second largest brewery in BURRA. And by 1902, the government had introduced a licensing fee, and a lot of the smaller breweries couldn't compete and keep up. Wakerville Brewery, which was down near Adelaide, actually brought out Unicorn Brewery, closed the brewery, and then they did the distribution from Wakerville. It was one of the most popular brews or beers, ales in Australia due to the fact that it had its significant twang.
Gotta get your words out
Yeah,
tonight.
I know, right?
It's getting a bit late, guys.
Twang, and it had an alcohol of 7.5%, and that was because they couldn't get hops here, so they used
It was a wort. Was it wort?
Wortweed or something.
Yeah. It was basically like a noxious weed in the paddock.
Yes, but they realised that having it served cold increased the tastiness of it, and it was light and kind on the stomach.
Well, there you go. So in other words, maybe it was good for you. What do you reckon? It's an interesting place. We've actually done a lot of research to actually find out why it's called the Unicorn Brewery, and we actually can't find anything.
Yeah.
I did go walkabout in town, not this time of night because there's literally nobody in town to be seen. And nobody can really tell me the story. Like, nobody really knows. Not sure. But
there were 2 films filmed here. So Wolf Creek 2 was actually filmed here, as well as Russell Crowe with Water Diviner.
Yep. So
was filmed here as well. So
2 Aussie actors. If you haven't watched Wolf Creek 2, maybe I suggest watching. It's a bloomin' good Aussie, I don't know, horror. I mean...
Yeah, I'm not going to let Mrs. B leave me alone in a passageway by myself, because this actually, not a lot scares me, but this actually gives me the real heebie-jeebies big time.
And that was during the day?
Yeah, as well.
All right, I think we have got to crack on. This place is, yes, very bright up here, but once we take you down there, it's going to be a lot darker, a lot colder, and a lot spookier. There has been known for shadow figures. There has been known for noises, footsteps, scraping noises. I'd say that's probably my...
Unembodied voices.
If you're going to talk, come in. You've got to tell everybody.
Unembodied or unemboweled or whatever they're called. So weird voices. Yeah, just a lot of weird stuff going on. But the weird thing was, back in the day, this used to be part of a primary school, and the bloody kids used to run and play in the tunnels all day.
Yeah, that's it. It did actually have a the top
18-metre tower, which was used for the gravitational fermentation of the ale.
That's right. That was removed, and it was actually...
It was moved in 1905.
You're full.
Sorry. And 3 of the buildings around here were built with the bricks from that tower.
There you go, Mr. B. You're full of fun facts tonight as well, I tell you. So...
Okay, let's get this done and dusted, because I want to get it done and dusted.
Alrighty, let's go down to the tunnels. I do believe that these were the original steps to go down, straight down into the tunnels. We won't be going down this way tonight. We'll be going the other way, but yeah, it's looking pretty dark down there.
we'd like to do is just chat to you and find out a little bit, and we can document it. I have some cat balls over near the door. I have a rosemary bead, and I have 2 devices. If you can come and touch them, and they will light up.
Where am I?
We're in the Unicorn Brewery cellars underground.
Closer.
Yeah, you can come closer if you like. I'm just gone freezing cold and I've got goosebumps. Look.
It's actually,
Oh, look.
oh my. Just saying, I'm actually feeling quite warm in here.
You can come closer. You can touch me if you like. Touch my shoulder. Touch my leg. You can touch one of the machines if you want. That will give you a little bit of energy. If you'd like those rosemary beads, you can take them as well. Is there anyone here that would like to chat to us?
Miss.
Miss?
Yes.
Miss who? I'm interested in hearing your story.
Did you used to work in the brewery? Making all the beer?
Oh, it's cold again.
I'm roasting.
Look. Can you see that?
Yeah. So, Dave's got hairy arms that hair is standing up on end. It's actually a warm night tonight. It still said in the car that it was 28 degrees. Completely different to what it was last night, because last night I had a beanie on and a jumper and it was cold.
Yep.
The weather at the moment is definitely all over the place. We actually thought that it was going to be very cold down here in the tunnel. Reason why I actually put a skivvy on underneath, but I'm actually feeling really hot.
Yeah,
and I'm normally the one that feels cold.
But coming from the
engine room?
Yeah, the engine room, a 3-story building, that was stinking hot in there.
That was very warm. Very warm.
Damaged.
Oh, damaged. Okay.
Apart from when
Lucky.
Lucky. What was damaged down here? You can see the purple light. Come towards the purple light. It's not going to hurt you. I hear right where the camera is over there. That's where the spirit shadows hang out along that wall. Or you hiding around the corner. I'm not going to turn my back either way. I'm going to keep my back to the wall.
So we're just setting up in the next tunnel. This tunnel here is still got all the metal work and that where the barrels used to be with the beer and the brew and everything in it. So Dave's just setting up the cat balls again and the EMF reader. So you just set over to my left. That's where the barrels would have been kept over there.
You're listening.
I am listening. What have you got to tell me about the barrels? We know that they were stored there, and we know that they made a lot of beer here as well. Are you cold again?
Dangerous.
Did you just walk past me? The back of me is really cold, but the front's not.
By no means.
By no means. Oh, that's okay. You did. Do the lights go off at night all the time? Is it scary down here when it's dark? Hello, thank you for that.
Turn your torch off.
What's your name?
Oh,
Oh, I've got really cold. Thank you for showing us. Thank you for coming out.
that one's going crazy.
Can I
I
shine?
don't understand.
Can I shine my torch on low over there at you? Is that okay? Can you make the ball go off again? Thank you. Oh, I've gone really cold, like you come and stood right next to me. Thank you very much for showing us. Can you make one of those
I
up?
was hurt.
I was hurt? What were you hurt? Who hurt you?
Were you hurt in the brewery? Did somebody do something to you down here?
Can you make one of those balls go off again, a bit closer to us? That was amazing what you did. Thank you very much. Other one just turned off.
Yep. So there's two motion balls down there quite next to each other. And then there's two behind me where I'm sitting.
Anne, that's the second time you've said Anne tonight. Is Anne here?
I've had Anne and Pamela.
Ungodly.
Ungodly.
Come back.
Come back. We're here now. We'd like to talk if you'd like to talk with us. We've got some batteries here if you need some energy. We've got some torches.
Plausible.
Did you work down here in the brewery for many years?
Who is he?
He's Mr. B, or Dave. He's my husband, if that's who you're talking about.
This device I've got lets me see in the dark. It won't harm you. I was going to turn my light on low, just so that I can see a bit better. Are you hiding up there?
I can't get through.
I'm sure you can get through because you touched the ball. The ball's right there next to the gate. If you're behind the gate, I'm sure you can just come through. There's nothing to be scared of.
If you touch the ball again, you might get some more energy.
He will touch you.
He will touch you.
Touch you.
Okay, well if you're going to be gentle, you can touch one of us on the shoulder.
I know you didn't like that last time and you came forward and touched the ball. Would you like me to stop it now?
Down. They hide.
Where do they hide? They're hiding in the tunnels?
We're back where we started.
Yep.
You definitely felt that you saw some shadows in the first tunnel.
Yeah, I did. So I was using that,
The night goggles.
yeah, and that picks up ambient light. So basically, night vision, it'll pick up any ambient light and make the image clearer. So we use like optics to intensify the light. And definitely there was some shadows moving along the wall, especially when Mrs. B was over there, sort of round the corner. It was like there was a few shadows that were sort of like, it's hard to explain. They're not like human shadows, they're just like shadows. But you don't get shadows at night when there's no one there. It's very hard to get a shadow when there's nothing there, and there's nothing there to intensify that shadow.
Was it not?
Yeah.
Who knows?
We had one of the cat balls go off down near the cage.
So I had 2 set down there. I know I probably did say it on camera as well if I got it. They were probably about this far away from each other and probably about that far from where the mesh was.
Yeah, I got a bit assertive with talking.
We were ready to go and we made that clear, and you got assertive, sort of saying we've come here for a reason. If you do want to talk or show us something, or we're going, because it's late. We've had enough.
Yeah. So basically, the cat ball went off then. So we stayed for about another maybe half an hour after that. Just sat there quietly. I had the lights on a couple of times, filmed a little bit of through the IR. I said, because there's heaps of Aussies down there, I said, I'm getting ready to go shortly. And instantaneously it came back and said goodbye. So
it actually cracker when that happens. And I think too, sometimes like, you know, we have a conversation off camera and the ghost tube is still running constantly because it's on Dave's phone, and it's pretty late, just saying, guys. It's like
1:30 in the morning.
The things we do, but we love it. But some of the words, like from our conversation, have come up and they've been like right on point as well. So again, I don't know. I think if you're still watching this far, then I'm thinking that you have got an interest in what we are doing. Or if not, you're just going, these two are crazy as well.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We've had fun.
That's personal beliefs. There's people that believe in God, there's people that don't believe in God.
Well, never talk about taxes and religion, so they say.
Yeah.
But anyway, on that note, I think we need to go home.
Yeah, it's 1:30 and it's time to go to bed. It'll take a while to I sort of wind down a bit.
It does. Definitely takes a fair while to wind down. So thank you if you have made it this far. We really appreciate your support with our paranormal, our spooky investigations. So yeah, we do thank you. If you've just sort of clicked on this spookiness, we actually do have a lot of other episodes that may interest you in what we've done in the past, or you may even like some of our travel episodes. So whatever you've come to click on to watch this, there's more coming.
But always remember,
Yes.
go on adventures, always have fun, and please, when you're investigating the paranormal, always be safe.
See you next episode, guys. Watch out for the spookies. No, I say it's the living that you've got to be careful of.
Yeah.